friends. Hi. It's Miss Porter at Miss Porter's house. This is going to be a little weird for me, but I thought that I would do some videos real quick and post so that you can see the way that we would do this in the classroom, in addition to the link that is on your page today for math on Khan Academy. Oh, hi, my cat's here. So I've set this up, as you can see. Welcome. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mean and finding the mean of a data set so that you can do it on your paper. You can do it along with me. I'm hoping that this gives you a better understanding of how to do it at home while you're stuck at home. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this forward a little bit. Let's see. It's a little strange. Okay, so what's a mean? A mean is another way of saying the average of a data set. A data set is just a bunch of numbers put together. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how many cookies Miss Porter ate last week. So here we've gathered some numbers. One day Miss Porter ate 5 cookies. One day Miss Porter felt guilty and ate 1 cookie. One day Miss Porter ate 6 cookies, and then 2 days in a row, 4 cookies. So if we gather all of that information together, this is called a data set, okay? So if you're following along at home, write this on your paper. A data set is it's just numerical information that you've gathered up together. So this is not one big number. This is a bunch of numbers. 5 is by itself, 1 is by itself. We can pick them up and move them around. Right, because it's just a bunch of numbers that we've put together. So this is numerical information, which just means information that we've put in number form. So instead of saying, I ate a lot of cookies last week, I could say, well, 1 week I ate 6 and 1 week I ate 1. And so kind of a lot of different numbers of cookies. So the mean is another way of saying the average of a data set. So if I took all of this information about how many cookies I ate throughout the week, and somebody said, okay, so, you know, one day was a lot, one day it wasn't a lot, what would be like about how many cookies you ate every day if you kind of found a middle number of all of the information that you gathered? So what we would need to do is we take, we're going to put all these numbers together and then divide them to kind of figure out if I took all those cookies that I ate, put them out in front of you, and then split them up evenly and said every day about how many cookies did you eat. If I look at the total, that would be the average. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these numbers off my poster. And we're looking for like kind of a middle in-between number. I don't know if you guys can see this. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to take the numbers on my data set and I'm going to put them on a number line so that you can kind of see what we're looking for. This is just to show you what a mean is. This is not how you're going to do your work. You don't need a number line. I just want to show you. So this is a number line. Of course, we start with 0. So here's 0. And my numbers go from 0 all the way to 6. You guys can't see that, so let me, sorry, get real close to you. Okay, now I think you can see the data set. Sorry. Okay, so my numbers go all the way from 1 to 6. My smallest number is 1, my largest number is 6. So I'm gonna make my number line go to 7. Makes sense to me? So then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I put all of the numbers in my set, there's my set. I've got 1 here. I've got 6 here. I have 2 4s. So I'm just gonna put them both on the 4 because 2 days in a row I ate 4 cookies. Okay, so here's my data. I'm gonna get you closer again so that you can see. If we were in the classroom, I would just say, move if you can't see. Now I have to move you. Okay, so here's my data set on the number line. There was only 1 day that I ate a low number of cookies. There are lots of days that I ate between 4 and 6 cookies. So I'm gonna guess kind of a middle number is gonna be closer to 4, because there was only 1 day that I ate 6, there was only 1 day I ate 1. Most of the times that I ate cookies, the number of cookies, the amount was in this range. So now I'm gonna show you how we actually find what the average is. About how many cookies did I eat? Let me show you. Okay, the very first step to find the mean is to add up all the numbers in your data set. So I'm gonna add these all together to get a really big number of the total number of cookies. So first we're gonna find the total. Okay, that is step 1. Let me do this. Here's step 1. I'm going to show my work over here. So over here, I'm going to add these all together. So I've got 1 plus 4 plus 4 again, plus 5, plus 6. And if you pause the video real quick, you can add it up and see if you get what I get. 1 plus 4 I know is 5. I know 4 plus 6 is 10, and then I have this other 5 here. So if I'm just trying to do mental math, then I've got 5 plus 5 plus 10. We know that that's 10, plus the 10 that's left over. The total here is going to be 20. Okay, so here's my total. I'm not done yet. Okay, there's no way that I ate 20 cookies every day, or even close to it. But my total is 20. Now what I'm going to do with that 20 is I'm going to divide the total by how many pieces of data I have. So how many numbers are up there? That's what I'm going to divide by. Okay. In this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of data. Okay, I've got 5 of these numbers in my data set. So I'm going to take my total and I'm going to divide that number by 5. So step 2. Divide the total. Oh my gosh, can you guys even see that? Divide the total You're going to divide the total by the number of data pieces in the set. So that means I'm going to take 20, which is my total, and I'm going to divide it by 5. And I'm going to divide it by 5 because I have 5 of these numbers in my data set. So 20 divided by 5, that means that my mean is going to be, what? 4. And that really makes sense to me because remember at the beginning, we said if we had to guess what the mean was, it's going to be close to, there were 2 days that I ate 4 in a row, and the rest of the numbers are pretty close to 4, but not like really, really far away. So the average number of cookies that I eat every day, or I did last week, is 4 cookies. So that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. I'm going to put this over here on my wall. I don't know if you can see that. Man, I wish I had my document camera right now. And we're gonna do another one. Same steps. This data set is actually the very first data set in your assignment today. So if you've already done it, great. If you haven't done it at all yet, we're gonna do the first one together, okay? So we're gonna use the same rules, adding all the numbers in the data set, and then dividing by how many numbers we were given in the beginning. Got it? It's so hard to teach when you're not here because I don't know if, I usually look to your faces to see if you're understanding. So I'm just gonna assume you're understanding. So the first step is we're gonna add all of these together. So I've got 2, 5, 9, 3, 5, 4, and 7. So I'm gonna add these all together. You can do it whatever way makes sense for you. If you're gonna try to do it in your head, great, but then double check it, please, because mental math, it's easy to get lost in there. So I'm just adding them all up so that I can get a total. Now, in my brain, when I do mental math, I like to put numbers, I like to add the numbers together that I think are easy addition problems. So an easy one that I see here is 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. I know that immediately. Let's see. Then I also have 9 plus 3. I know 1 more and 9 is 10. And then I've got 2 more, so that's 12. And then I still need to add these together in a minute. I might move closer to you so you can see. Can you see? All right, so I've added 2 and 5 to get 7. I've added 9 and 3 to get 12. 5 and 4, when you add them together, are 9. And then we've got a 7 left over. So then we still have to add these all up to get the total. So I've got 7 plus 12. You can do it on your fingers. You can do it on a calculator. Your teacher's not there. If you've got 12 and you add together 7, that's going to be 19. This is going to be 16. Add them together. 19 plus 16 is going to be 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry the 1, 1, 2, 3. There should be a 3 in the tens place, so then our total is 35. Okay, that's only step 1. You're not done yet. Okay, if you were gonna put all of these numbers on the number line, take a guess. Where are they mostly? There's no way that your average is gonna be like 10 because none of the numbers are that high. You're looking for a sort of a medium number. So now we have to divide 35 by how many pieces of data we have. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers that we were given in the beginning in our data set. So I'm going to take 35 and divide by 7 because that's how many I started with. Okay. I'm gonna give you a second to do that. Or I guess you could just pause the video. Okay, so 35 divided by 7, if you know your sevens, is 5. And I know that that makes sense because most of the numbers that are up here, first of all, I have 2 5s. So if I put them on the number line, which you don't have to do, I'm just showing you kind of how I think about it in my brain. I've got a 3, I've got a 4, I've got a 5. There's no 6, 3, 4. I have 2 5s. Actually, there's no 6. Skip over 6. Oh shoot, I have a 2 as well. So 2, 5, 5, 7, and no 8, but there's a 9. So we have a 2, a 3, a 4, 2 5s, a 7, and a 9. So if you look at those, Charlie, my cat is knocking stuff off the counter. Bud, what are you doing? Sorry, that's a distraction, Miss Porter. If you look at these, the place where they are most like kind of all clustered together is around this 5 point, and I've got 2 of those. So I know that my number, if I'm looking for a number that's like kind of in between all of my pieces, it's going to be close to 5. Okay, if this 9 wasn't here, then maybe the middle would be kind of in between here. If these were gone, you would have to just think about these numbers to try to find your mean. So that is the very first problem on your assignment today. That's how you do it, and there's the answer. So please don't forget that if you're doing this through Google Drive, you need to make a copy, click File, make a copy, make your own copy. Make your own copy. Don't forget to hit the share button and share it with me. My email address can you see that? My email address is kiporter@gccschools.com. Don't forget to make your own copy, share it with me, hit the share button, type in my email. If you've ever done that before, it will probably already go ahead and pop up underneath. If you have a question and you get stuck and there's nobody around to help you, please send me an email, and the new plan is if you get stuck, you send me an email, so Ms. Porter, I'm stuck, I need help with this. I will then create a Google Meet link that I will send to you, and we can talk through our computers. We'll do a video call. I'll show you how to do it on the board from my house. And yeah, then we will figure it out together. So I hope that made it easier. Wow, this is a long video. If you still have questions, please let me know. It's really hard for me to figure out if you still have questions or if you totally got it and you feel good about it from here in my living room. Usually I can look at your faces and I can look at your work and I can kind of figure out who's with me and who's not. It's really hard from here. So it's hard for me to know. Please, please, please send me a message, send me an email, get your parents to send a dojo. I'm here if you need it, between 9 and 12 every day. Okay? All right. Hopefully that worked.